So, true story. I got possessed last night. And what's crazy is it wasn't in the physical, it was the astral body that was possessed. And it was so intense. Like, it was a dream, but it felt, I mean, it was real. It just because it's your astral body doesn't mean that it's any less real. It's still you, right? We have a ton of bodies. We have the physical body, the emotional body, the pain body, the astral body, the mental body. What do we have? We have a lot. We have a lot of bodies, okay? I can't think of what they all are right now, and I don't give a shit. I literally don't care. But what's crazy is I had, before I went to bed, talked to about 50 people. I was talking about spiritual warfare. I was in a group full of fundamentalist Christians, which are my favorite people on the whole planet. Oh my God. I love fundamentalists. I do, because it's not their fault that they're so resistant to anybody that comes in with a different truth. You know what I'm saying? Because in their Bible, it literally says, if someone comes in sharing the gospel in a different way, don't believe them. So anyway, I got into a heated debate last night with some people that were very much of the Christian persuasion. And let's just say I went to bed and I got possessed. But here's the crazy thing. It wasn't actually any of these people that did it. It was my twin flame's karmic. My twin flame, it was his ex-girlfriend that sent these demons. There were 3 or 4 demons, and they were literally on top of me, trying to silence me. They were all in the cerebral area. And not only, I mean, they were holding my body down, but they were like, oh God, it was so dark, and there were so many, and it was like hands everywhere. And it was like, it was fucking torture. It was torture. It was spiritual fucking warfare. And they were just like all over me and trying to silence me and keep and like do this. It was so fucking nuts. It was crazy. I've never experienced something like that. I have been possessed before. I've had a shadow figure take over my body when I was high. I've also done a self-performed exorcism also while baked before. That was fun. Those were fun times back in the day when I could smoke Mary Jane. Really, really fun. But this one was totally different. This one was, I knew, sent from someone. 3 or 4 demonic agents sent to me from someone who I didn't even think was a threat. I didn't even, like, oh man, an ex-girlfriend. A karmic ex-girlfriend of my twin flame. And I was thinking, like, what? That's like the lowest, like that's like the least of my worries in my everyday environment. But yet, here I was battling 4 demons last night. And the craziest thing was, it wasn't even like as scary as I think that people think it is. I mean, it's not. It hurts. It is painful because there's all this like sadness, this depression, because they take over you. They take over your mind, your emotional body. They take that over. So you get in this like really, really fearful state. You get really depressed, really anxious, and you just know it's not you. But man, like a boss bitch, I handled it. Not only did I handle it, but I don't know where these fuckers went, but somehow they're not around me anymore, so I don't give a fuck where they're at. Point is, I started using Jesus' name because I'm a former Christian, and I thought that there'd be a lot of power in that. So I kept saying, Jesus, Jesus, help me, Jesus. Then, when that wasn't working, I started to say, I command you leave in the name of Jesus. That didn't work. So then I was like, okay, maybe I should just accept it. Like, is that maybe what I should do? Just kind of like go with it. Go with it. These 3 or 4 dark demonic entities surrounding my body, forcing me to the ground and trying to cover up my mouth so I can't even speak or breathe. And I'm like, okay, I think I should just maybe accept it. Yeah, so I tried to just like ride the wave and like accept that this was happening to me, and that was just as horrendous. That was horrible idea. Horrible fucking idea. Okay, so this is all in a dream. But this was my astral body. This was my astral body being tormented like this, which technically speaking, it affects your physical body, like as above, so below. So if that shit was taking place up there, it was certainly taking place in my bed too. But, you know, I was dead to the world, so I have no idea what happened in my physical body. Point is, I started, instead of saying Jesus, I said Christos. I remember I said it like it was just second nature. I was like, Christos, 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 and 3 times, and they left. They just left me alone. But I was like, what? I woke up and I was like, wait, what? What? Normally I used to use the name Jesus and it would be fine. Like when I performed my exorcisms before, like the name Jesus would work, right? But it didn't this time. And I think I figured out why, because I've been talking to my guides today on why it's not working for me. It's because there's no longer any power in that name for me. Not to say that Jesus isn't a very powerful person, but literally in the Bible, it even says there will be a day where you don't pray to me or something like that. I can't remember what it says, but the gist is there will be a day when you don't pray to me. And why is that? Because I know I am Jesus. I know you are Jesus, right? I'm Judas, I'm Adam, I'm Eve, I am Noah, I'm all of them, right? You're all of them. The Bible itself is a map of the mind. It is about the universe and how you are a part of it intrinsically to create what you want using the Bible. It's not using the Bible, but you can learn a lot from the Bible about how to use your mind to create your own reality. But the difference here is I started recognizing like that I am so powerful. I don't need to call on someone anymore. Christos is, I think, Spanish for Christ. There's no name associated with it. It's just Christ. It's just Christ, right? Which we are all the Christ. It is also biblical that it says Christ is all and is in all. That is also biblical. Christ is all and is in all. So I think I've just like graduated as a spiritualist from Christianity, from Pentecostalism, to no longer need the name Jesus, because anymore I don't see Jesus the way that a lot of people do. Actually, a majority of the people in the world. I hope that my comments aren't turned off. I forgot if I checked. Are my comments? Can you guys type? I can't. I don't know. I don't know if I fucked that up. Anyway, my life's a big fuck up. And now I understand. Oh, thank you so much. Lego my Lego. I love you. Thank you for commenting. Listen, my whole life's a fuck up. And now I understand why. There's spiritual attacks happening to me on the daily, but this one, hi, no, I'm not going to get mental health help. Why? I can sit here and talk about demons and angels and handle my shit. I already got mental health for 10 years. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with mental health help. Go talk to somebody, guys. If you're dealing with this shit, go talk to somebody. But the person I want to talk to is me. I'm going to talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about on my channel, on my platform. I'm not going to someone with a clipboard. What are they going to do? I already tried that. I literally got told in the last therapist I ever saw, I got told, Jenna, I can't actually ethically leave you here for an hour a week when that spot could be filled for somebody else that needs it. She literally told me I'm not welcome in her practice anymore because I just talk to myself. She doesn't even sit there questioning anything because I'm just like, bleh. So I thought instead, let's save a lot of money per hour, and let's actually just vlog about it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Thanks so much for trying to insert your 2 cents where it wasn't wanted. Really appreciate that. Anyway, I am not even hating on mental health. Get help, guys. Get fucking help, bro. But like, who am I gonna go to? A lady with a clipboard who's like, yeah, what'd you say it was? Oh, a demon? Right. And then Christos, right? You said, yeah, okay, all right. Like, come on, man. I'm gonna do what I wanna do. I'm a fully grown adult. I'll do whatever the hell I wanna do. Thank you so much. But yeah, anyway, so the power that I had during this event, I woke up, I'm like, I'm a boss motherfucker, okay? Like, I am a boss bitch. handled 3 or 4 demons like it was a cakewalk. Like, bro, come at me though. Come the fuck at me though. It like really changes you as a person when you go that low, that deep, and you're tortured that much. Honey, it didn't even matter if it was 5 seconds or 50 years. You see that darkness like that, you come out of it alive, man, it gives you a whole new meaning to life. I'm telling you right now. So yeah, honestly, take your 2 cents, shove it, because I really don't want to hear it. Mental health help. Girl, we're in a spiritual motherfucking warfare. Just because you don't believe in fairies and demons and shit you can't see doesn't mean I don't, and doesn't mean a lot of people who are watching me don't, all right? You could take that and literally leave. Unsubscribe. Thank you so much. But yeah, when you see that darkness and you see that you're overpowered and yet you can honestly tell those demons to fuck off, and you don't need anybody else's name to do so, just the name Christos, just the name Christ, just Christ. Honey, it's game over. It's like, I don't give a shit how many holy wars want to be started in the name of Jesus or in the name of Allah or the name of Krishna or the name of this. I don't give a shit. What I care about is that I can protect myself, spiritually speaking, using something powerful, right? It doesn't need to be the name of a man that died 2,000 years ago. Not anymore, not for me. For other people, there's a lot of power in it because they still believe that that man can save them. I no longer think a man 2,000 years ago can save me. I've never met him a day in my life. I don't have his autograph. I don't know who the hell that is. I don't know. I know who can save me from within. And that's who I'm going to be aligning with a lot more now. Shit. Seeing those demons straight up take over my body and me handling it like that, oh my God, it's over. Oh my God, it's so over. It's so over. It's so over. The spiritual warfare is over. It is done. And it's like, it's going to be done. It's just, I got all these things sent to me by her, this ex-girlfriend of my twin flame. Oh, God. It was just, I was like, this is not even real. I didn't even know she hated me. Yeah, no, I guess she does. So anyway, there's that I got to contend with now. But like, whatever. After you see that you can do this, man, you literally come back from the dead. Like you're really the walking light. Like, you are literally the one casting out demons. You are now Jesus. See, that is the thing. And I know that a lot of people get really creeped out when you say shit like that. They're like, wow, she's a cult leader. Whatevs. Think whatever the fuck you want to think. But I have never shied away from telling, well, I mean, I guess I did when I was scared and used to care what people thought of me. But now I don't shy away from telling you that you are Christos. You are Jesus. You are the Savior. You are your own Christ. Okay? I don't shy away from that anymore. I tell it to anybody who will listen. You don't want to listen? Great. Okay, bye. Like, let's not be friends. Last night I got in a heated argument when I told these Christians that I love Lucifer. It's always fun. Always a good time. It's like, it's free entertainment. It's really fun. Like, who needs TV when you love Lucifer and you have an app with a whole bunch of Christian fundamentalists? Who needs TV? So anyway, I go onto this chat group, which is a walkie-talkie app. So you actually get to hear people talk. Like, everybody gets the floor for a whole minute. It's really fun. It's so fun. It's like, there's this button and everybody can push it if you want to, but you have to really try to get it quick because there's a whole bunch of people and you can talk about whatever you want for like 1 minute. And it's so freaking fun. It's so fun. So anyway, I go in, right? Hunty, I get slammed the second my face shows up on that profile picture. Like, the second I am joining the group, it's like, oh, here's the Wicked Witch of the West. Are you gonna put a spell on me today, Jenna? It's so fun. Yesterday, listen, last night was so hella fucking fun because I went into this one group and I think the owner of this channel, like, he is so cool. And he has me on every couple days, you know. He has me on as one of the the contenders in the hot seat, you know, but he is a Christian fundamentalist all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. If you even debate the Bible not being accurate or being altered in any way, he will call your ass out and basically excommunicate you. So anyway, here's what happened. He's adorable. And I told him I love him anyway. Like, I don't give a shit what you do to me, man. I love you all the time. All the time. Even if you don't like me. Even if you kick me out. I love you all the time. And so I started mentioning like what my intentions in that room was. And I was like, listen, I'm here to help those who are already questioning religion. I'm not here to change anybody's mind. I don't give a flying fart, Finucane. Keep your beliefs if you want them. But I'm here for people who don't want to be living a religious lifestyle anymore. They've already changed their mind. I'm not even about to waste my time trying to change stubborn people. Like that's ignorance. I've got better shit to do in a day. Like fight off demonic entities. Thank you. So anyway, I was talking to this guy and he's like, well, Jenna, I think you lied to us. I think you're a deceiving spirit. And I think you came in here to take all of my flock away. And I'm thinking to myself, bruh, no, if your premise is so fucking strong, right? If you are sitting on truth as a religious leader, then you should not be concerned at all about some slick serpent coming in and telling people some opposing truth, right? Anyway, I don't think he liked that challenge very much, so he basically said, okay, this is where we're done. This is where we're done because, you know, you're going to come in here lying and deceiving like the trickster spirit you are, and I think we're just done. So this one guy, because the hive mind is real, guys. Hive mind is real. So this guy, he takes my profile picture and adds like a full beard to it and this like really wide grin and a smile. And it honestly, I was like, bro, if I were a man, I'd be a fucking sexy bitch, okay? Because that looked really good. He really did not skimp on the beard. He went like full beard. It was really great. So everybody in that room was bullying me for being different, right? But here's the kicker. Here is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Well, besides the demons that attacked me last night. Here's the craziest thing. I left that group because I was forced to, because I'm like, all right, I've overstayed my welcome. No problem, no problem. Maybe I'll talk to you again, maybe not. Probably not. Probably not. Anyway, I went on to this other group. Listen to me. I went into this other group, right? And I saw that same guy there. That leader, that guy, that religious leader, man. I saw him there. And he commented because my profile picture said, I love Jesus. And he's like, hey, Jenna, shouldn't it say, I love Lucifer, not Jesus? He wrote that in a text in front of the whole group, right? And this was like 1 a.m. or something. I mean, I have no life. You know, this is what I do for fun. It's kind of sad. I know what you're thinking. It is sad, you're right. Very pathetic. Anyway, here's the thing. He was like, shouldn't it say, I love Lucifer? And I was like, who's to say Jesus and Lucifer aren't the same? Ooh. Oh, fucking crickets, bro. Crickets. Except for a couple people from that other channel, including the dude who put a beard on me. He was like, wait, so Jenna, like, what do you think we're here for? And like, what do you think God is? Do you think we were planted here by aliens? And do you think this and this? And I was like asking him these questions back, like, what do you think? And he's like, well, I think Jesus and Lucifer should probably show themselves by now. And I'm like, bro, would you believe them if they did? If Jesus were in front of you right the fuck now, would you glue a beard to his face? Like, what? So anyway, the guy apologized in front of everybody. He apologized. He's like, you know what? It was absolutely uncalled for. I shouldn't have done that to you, and I'm so sorry. A bully apologized to me in live time in front of everyone. I was just shocked as shit. But honestly, it was a really great beard. It was. He didn't skimp. I was like, I can respect it, man. I can respect it. And I loved it too, because he gave me pearly whites. He gave me like a straight smile, and like, oh, it was great. But I'm like, but before that, of course, it's persecution and it hurts. It can sting a little, you know. When I first saw it, I was like, damn, that kind of hurt a little bit, but whatevs. After he apologized, I was like, this is so fucking real. Manifestation is real, right? Knowing that what you put out into the world is going to come back to you. I was putting out good. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I'm going to get that back. Why? Because that's what the fuck I deserve. If I'm putting good out into the universe, you best believe good is going to come back to me. It has to. It's a boomerang effect. You put bad shit out there, congratulations, your ass is getting karma, and ask if I care. The answer is no, I do not care. Get your karma. Thank you so much. Stop being an asshole. So anyway, the guy apologized, and I was like, that meant a lot to me, actually. Let's be friends. So I got like a new best friend today, and he's really talented in some Photoshop. So that's going to come in handy if I ever want to like team up with cool people. You know, I don't know Photoshop. So look, I just made a friend. After he attacked me in front of dozens of people and basically insinuated that I'm a man. What else? In a past life, I was a man, by the way. I was a war general, an Asian male war general in a past life. True story. True story. Back in the samurai days, I was a war general. So, bitch, back off. You don't know who you're messing with. Look, I just handled 3 to 4 demons for lunch. Don't fucking talk to me. And I will go in repeatedly to these groups and tell them that I love Lucifer continually if I want to. Thank Jesus. And here's the thing. I truly do believe Jesus and Lucifer are the same. Bright morning star, whatevs. Hey, you don't believe it? Cool. But don't try to send your Bible my way, slapping me across the face with it. Been there, done that. I've graduated from the Bible. And now I have graduated from the name Jesus. He's very powerful. Jesus is a very powerful name, a very high vibrational name. But it even says biblically that I don't know what I wish somebody would post the quote, the verse. That would be great if you guys could do that. The one where I'm talking about, he says, there will be a day you don't call on my name or something like that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not calling on his name anymore. Because the way that everybody sees Jesus, it's like a dude from 2,000 years ago. It's a man. That's like man worship. That's a false idol, which is against the rules. Huh? So I don't do that anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to call out Christ or Christos. I mean, as to why it was Christos, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's like, is that Spanish or Latin, or I'm not sure. It might just be like the original way to say Christ. I don't know. I don't know why, but I said Christos 3 times in the astral plane, and these demons left me alone. But anyway, they were all over me, bro. They were holding me down, pinning me down on the ground. They had their hands over my neck, my mouth, my eyes, my everything. And they were just trying their best to silence me. I'm like, Christos, and go to hell where you came from. Thank you so much. I don't know what happened to those things, and I don't give a shit. I saw that this guy that I like, his ex-girlfriend is the one that sent it to me. I was so shocked. I was like, she is the least of my worries. Literally, I'm going up against what feel like Christian giants, okay? Like straight up Pharisees anymore. And here it is, this girl that I don't even really talk to. And oh God, I was like, she's literally sending me those. So that's why I'm telling you guys right now, like, be very vigilant in who you talk to. Because if you're even in somebody's energy for like 30 seconds, bro, you can take on whatever they are going through. And it's just like, whatever. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not even going to mention her name. I'm not even going to look at her. And we used to be friends. This girl and I, we used to be friends. And it's like, I'm done. After I saw what she is capable of, I'm like, bro, I'm out. I'm out. But I saw what I'm capable of. Far more powerful. Far more powerful. If you know truly that you are the Christ, far more powerful. And you know what the craziest part of this is? When I got into that new group that we were talking about, I met this girl. She was literally calling out all of the people that were Well, I mean, she called them Bible thumpers. I don't really love calling them that because I don't really love name calling, but secretly I do love name calling. Because am I a bad person? I don't know. I'll let you decide. But sometimes name calling is fun. She was like, "You think I like these Bible thumpers?" I was like, "Who are you?" And she was just texting me in this, because it's like a live chat, a live. You can hear people talking, on a. Everybody gets a minute, right? But then there's also this other. If you're listening, you can also text people too, like this live text group thing, just random strangers you've never met, and it's so fucking fun. It is so fun. So anyway, she's like, "Girl, do you think I want to be part of this?" She's like, bunch of ex-cons and Pharisees, and "Do you think I want to be a part of that?" And I was like, "Who are you?" And she's like, "Listen, I love all things spirituality. So if you got kicked out of that group, let's be best friends." Really? Like, what? Okay, yeah, let's be best friends. I was like, "We're sisters from another mister." She agreed. I think we're soul sisters. Anyway, so like I have this hot date with a new friend in like a couple days when I go back online on that app. But anyway, super fun. But I had to first like get rejected. I had to first be persecuted. I had to first see what it's like to be hated before you can be loved. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I had to see everybody going against me and telling me that I am wrong before I found one person, who was like, "Nope, you're not wrong at all. You're right." She was like, "I love crystals and I love astrology and astronomy and all this, and I love to learn." And I'm like, "Fuck yes, call me, bitch, call me. Let's do this. Like, let's go for coffee." Anyway, best friends. I don't even know her. I don't even know her name. I don't know anything about her yet, but I'm about to. Anyway, you have to be hated first, right? It's like the persecution is real. Like if you're doing it right? If you're out there being a real spiritual badass, you're doing it right. The quota is being called a demon or Satan worshiper or a Luciferian at least 5 to 7 times a week. Like if you're not being called a Jezebel spirit on the daily, what are you doing with your life? Straight up. What are you doing with your life? Like if you don't have at least one monthly demonic attack, like what are you doing? What is even the point? What is even the point of existing here? Come on, bro, get in the game. Be a badass. This shit's fun. This is fun for me. And I think a lot of people would be like, "Yeah, because you're just a weirdo and like a freaking crazy person." Completely true. That's why it's fun for me. But again, in a past life, I was a war general. So it's kind of whatever. I'm just like this. This is how it is. I'm an Aries, Sun, and Venus. So I like to agitate people, rattle cages. It is what it is. A friend was telling me recently that they have a fear of confrontation. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, fear of confrontation? What the fuck is that? What? People have that? Like, yeah, so anyway, I don't care anymore. Like, dude, when you see 3 to 4 demons, okay, like no joke, like dark figures, entities, pure darkness attacking you. What's a little confrontation? Shit. When you can have 3 to 4 of these demonic entities leave you simply because of who you are. Come on. Fear of confrontation, my ass. Come on, though. Like, it's over. It's game over. I just saw death, and I just literally told it to go fuck itself. And it's like, I'm so powerful, it's insane. I am literally powerful. And I'm here to tell you how powerful you are. It's a spiritual warfare. Own your shit and you won't be attacked. And even if you do get attacked, you're going to know that you're a boss bitch and that there's nothing they can do. So anyway, I have retired, I guess, the need to use the name Jesus. I'm not saying that he's not a great guy. He is. It's a very high vibrational energy, just like Archangel Michael. But I think I was supposed to learn at a soul level that I don't need to call on any man, anyone. I don't need to call on anyone. I need to call on the Christ, right? Christos, which is me. I am the Christ. You are the Christ. It's a very new age concept. Yeah. Okay. We're in the new age. This is the age of Aquarius. So sue me. Like, get the fuck over your fear of the new age. Get over it. Get over it. You with your fragile egos clinging onto a book. Get the fuck over it. It's not my problem that half of your congregation wants to fucking leave and bowl out the door. Religion is crumbling. I didn't make the rules, bro. You got a problem with that, take it up with the one separating the wheat from the tares. I don't give a shit. I'm not even about to sit here telling people what they want to hear. I'm not here to coddle you. I'm not here to inflate your ego. I'm here to get you to question why you're so afraid of an inevitable change that's happening on the planet right now. People leaving religion in droves and starting to flock to spirituality. The age of awakening to the truth. Travis, hey sexy, thank you so much for being here. The age of awakening to the truth. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm so glad somebody said this. I've had the same theory. We all carry dark and light. Jesus and Satan are just metaphors. Yes! Oh my Lord. Have you read Steiner? I don't know who the hell that is. We were in a church and I saw people eavesdropping on me. I dreamt about you last night. Oh, see, that's another thing. Okay, wow, thank you so much for saying that. That's crazy. Girl, I was all over the motherfucking place. Okay, so just please don't do what I do. I talked to like 50 people before I went to bed last night. Completely stupid. That was stupid on many levels. Dumb, just completely dumb. That's, I think, why I was weakened and I could even have these demonic entities, you know what I mean? Like do its thing, whatever. But here's the thing. I'm glad it happened. I mean, because I got to see how fucking powerful I am. Like, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it when it happened to me. But it's funny that you say the people eavesdropping on me, because that's what happens. See, I go into these rooms, this chat room, right? This chat group. Again, it's a walkie-talkie app, so it's like there's dozens of people and they all fight for the button to get like their one minute of fame, right? But see, I'm trying to manifest that I win it all the time. I'm trying to manifest that I get my 1 minute of fame constantly. So if you add it all up, it's 15 minutes. Anyway, point is, I actually started to see a very common theme in this group. And it was that there are truly people afraid to speak up. Like, afraid. Not like, oh, but you know, my friend isn't gonna like me anymore. No, like, what happened to me, the Photoshop of the beard on my face, like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is what people are afraid of. People are afraid of being mocked or ridiculed or gaslit or doxed, death threats, whatever, you know? But I've had so many people threaten my life. Girl, I was told once that a guy in America said this to me. In the United motherfucking States. In the 21st century. He said to me, I wish I were alive during the Crusades so I could have burned you myself. Yeah. No, he told me that. Another guy said, I wish I had a lot of stones right now. I know exactly who I'd be throwing it at. You know, it's things like that. People are just afraid. What? Why? Why are you afraid, bro? Like, do you not know who you work for? Do you not know that you are God? Do you not know that ye are gods? For real. Call on Archangel Michael. Call on whoever you want. Call on Jesus. Call on whoever. For me, though, I'm retiring that. I don't know. I just am, because in my mind, they have, what's the word? Is bastardized the right word? I don't know. I can't think of what. They have polluted the name Jesus so much that it's now a person. Jesus is a man now. You know what I mean? I don't believe in a man named Jesus. I just don't. And even if I did, like, I don't know that guy. I don't have his autograph. I didn't know his shoe size. I don't know which clan he was part. I don't know anything about the guy. What I want to know is, how can I know Jesus? Right? How can I know Christos? How can I know the Christ? So anyway, I got like pummeled last night and talking to 50 people like an idiot before going to bed. And so it wore me down so much that I got freaking assaulted by 3 or 4 demons, bitch. And I'm like, get the fuck away from me. Once I said Christos 3 times, it was over. It was over very quickly, like that. But yeah, I'm not saying Jesus anymore. I'm not saying you shouldn't. You believe in the power of Jesus. Keep going with that. That's working for you. Right? You believe in Archangel Michael. Keep going with that. That shit's working for you. You know, you believe in your evil eye bracelet. Keep fucking going. That shit's working for you. Right? Your evil eye bracelet that's repelling evil. Keep going. I personally want to get to a point where I don't need witchcraft. I don't need an evil eye bracelet. I don't even need Archangel Michael. Shit, let's be honest. I want to get to a point where I am so powerful in my own energy, I don't need anybody but me. That's what I want. That's literally what I want. And you know what the beauty of the universe teaching you all these universal laws and the spiritual laws? Your spirit team, right? Your ancestors, your angels, your guides, they all want you to be independent like that. They would love nothing more than for you to one day be so independent of them that you don't even need to call on anybody. You call on you and that's it. So they want you to graduate. They want you to heal and grow and be so independent on your own, just like a dad or a mom would. A good, loving mom or dad. I don't want anymore to be like, oh, I need Jesus. I need this. Nah, I don't need Jesus anymore. I need me. I need myself. And the beauty is, I now know because I need me, I am Christ. So are you. See, the difference is, a cult leader would be like, all right, look, I'm God, worship me. Please bow down. Thank you. No. Every single one of you is Christ. Every last one of you is Jesus. Some will believe it, some won't. Totally cool. Do what you're gonna do. If you think that you have power in a Bible or whatever, use it. Don't hate those that don't need it anymore. Do not even come at me saying you're a Jezebel spirit, a whoremonger, coming in here trying to tell everybody to pervert the word of God. Honey, no. The true word of God cannot be perverted. Let me repeat. The true word of God cannot be perverted. And if you think you're going to keep a lot of your congregation by ostracizing and excommunicating anyone with an opposing belief, you better get it right, honey, because people are waking up to the fact that you're a motherfucking tyrant, okay? Yes, sir. The great news is this is one teeny tiny little corner of the internet, but it's as above, so below. It's happening everywhere. It's all the governments. It's all the religion. It's everywhere. It's even at your 9-to-5 job. You're seeing like tyrants for what they really are. People are waking up to that shit. And what are people doing when they wake up? I'll tell you, they pray. Or they even have one thought that they don't even know is a prayer. It's like, oh, why am I being treated like that? Boom. Starseeds go in and help them. The help is not always what you want, right? You will get what you need, not what you want. You will see people like me get persecuted, and it'll terrify you because you'll be like, shit, is that what's going to happen to me if I speak up? Yes, it is. So my suggestion, learn the laws of the universe so that your ass doesn't get pummeled with demonic entities and attachments in your sleep, okay? But yeah, I am noticing that Spirit sends me into these groups and I'm like a wrecking ball. I go in first so other people can see like, hello, this shit is so real. Like you would be persecuted if you were to speak up. All your friends, they will abandon you. They will tell you that you are crazy and now you're a witch lover. See, a friend of mine recently expressed that he's really worried about sticking up for me in these groups because he knows that, well, he is a witch lover. I mean, he does, he absolutely has like the most open mind of anybody I've ever met. And he's into it. Like he's into the mystical, the magical, the esoteric, like he's into it, right? And he just sadly feels so scared to speak up because he's going to lose all of his friends. He's going to lose like a reputation that I don't know. It's like, what reputation though? Why do we care so much about a reputation? It's such an egoic thing, an egoic concept. We care so much about how people view us that we forget to ask, how do we view us? If I cower in fear, man, I hate myself. Shit, I don't care how many people glue a beard to my face or threaten me with death. I hate myself when I don't speak up for what is going on, what's truly the truth. And I really feel these Christian leaders, like, when I call them out and I'm like, listen, if you think your congregation would follow me, a slick serpent who loves Lucifer, right? You think I am the devil and I work for the devil. You think that your congregation would buy into that? Well, then, honey, you've already lost the plot. You've already lost these people. Don't shoot the messenger, or do. I don't give a fuck. I'd probably come back and do this shit all over again. Do what you gonna do, honey. Do what you gonna do. I'm at that point where I'm just like, I'm not here to stroke your ego. These religious Pharisees are so terrified that people like me are bold about it, that we're strong about it, that we take the hits, we go and we recuperate, and then we go back at it again. It's like they're terrified that it's this fierce. They're scared that it's this intense. They're scared that people listen. They're scared. I'm telling you, it's the leaders at the top that are corrupt, right? The first shall be last and the last shall be first. There's a whole tides are turning, man. The tables are just completely flipped. They can't stand it. They can't, they literally, they're just short-circuiting, man. They're short-circuiting. And they hate people like me. They hate people like me who try to empower people like you to be empowered. Because it's really starting to become eye-opening to them that they have lost already. And the whole time they were thinking they were winning. And that's gotta hurt. Any narcissist, that's gotta hurt their ego. I don't care if it's a politician, a religious leader, or a boss at your 9-to-5, or your husband or your wife, a narcissist who thinks they were winning all this time, and suddenly someone like me comes in and says like, no, you were wrong the whole time, actually. Yeah, I can't imagine that feels good. So I see that they're terrified. All narcissists are terrified. Deep at their core, they're extremely terrified that nobody's going to stay on their side. Hello, Kevin, how are you doing? The most important thing is to get rid of fear. Exactly. I had a similar experience before, but I wasn't sleeping. Oh, wow, that's crazy, Chris. Christos. Oh, that's so cool, man. Because I said Christos 3 times and then it left. Let me just pray really quickly because the energy shifted in here and I just want to make sure that it's aligned with love. You know what I'm saying? Holy Spirit, thank you so much, Father God, Mother Goddess, for the ability to channel today. I ask that any negative energies trying to hurt me or any of the beautiful divine empaths in here, please be removed immediately. Archangel Michael, I call on you to protect the chat, keep it very sacred and uplifted. Please shield me with a bubble of white divine healing light. Thank you at this time. I ask that I please, wow, channel love and light, love and light. See, I think that people get it twisted. Excuse me, that's a yes. People get it twisted and think that if you are love and light, that you can't also be dark and fight. Dark and fight. Love and light, dark and fight. I am there. I am like so balanced in that way that I don't really care what the opinion is anymore. People saying I'm a Jezebel spirit, that I'm somehow this antagonist, this, you know, I mean, just, you know, heinous names. You get to a point where you're like, of course it hurts. It hurts because you see that people believe it. Not because you believe it, because you don't. People will say like, "Wow, you're a sinner and you're a Jezebel spirit and you're a whoremonger." No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm literally not that way. Okay? Completely celibate, been celibate a minute, so the whole whoremongering thing, like, that's a little off. I believe it, that I'm doing this for God. Others, though, they truly take on the whole, like, nah, she's a demon, like a straight up witch, like straight up out of the freaking 1500s, bro. This shit is like the witch trials all over again. It's crazy. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, I know who I work for. I know what I'm doing. It's so sad, though, to see others who believe the negativity about you. And I understand that that's why my friend has a really hard time, admitting that he's spiritual, and he's okay with me being a spiritualist. And, it's kind of sad because I almost feel sometimes betrayed, But I have to think about it like, if he's betraying me, he's betraying himself. You know what I'm saying? There's really not anything I can do about it. All I can do is just know that God is working in these people's hearts, Yeah. Anyway, I'm having like the best time. I didn't even know that I loved doing this really until about 3 weeks ago when I downloaded that app again. It was really crazy. I was on a live stream with you guys. Kevin, you remember it, right? And I was like, oh, guys, I don't know why, but I just feel so compelled to tell you about this app, this group app thing. And next thing I know, I download it, and I haven't been on there in 2 years. And I'm just like, bro, I fucking love it, though. I love it so much. It's so different now because when I was a kid, I was always the black sheep, but I didn't know how to protect my energy and to protect myself, and I didn't know thyself. So when people would say, Jenna's just a loudmouth looking for attention, and all she does is she's just this big bully, and she comes in and she just tears everybody apart. I believed it. I believed what they were saying about me being a starseed. I didn't know I was a starseed. I just thought I was the devil himself. Even my own mother would call me that. You're just a demon. You're just a devil, a hellraiser. And the irony is, I'm quite the opposite. The irony is, I'm the one banishing demons. So I once you know thyself, no one can ever take that from you again. There's no glass ceiling to the level of power that you can have now. As long as you stop giving a shit about what people think of you. That's the only prerequisite. You have to stop giving a shit what people think of you. That's it. I literally just got called basically crazy in here by someone saying I needed mental health. Good thing is, I know I have a sound mind. It's one of the gifts of the Holy Spirit. So the beauty in that is, I no longer care about other people's opinions of me. I give a shit about my opinion of me and what God says. That's what I care about. There is no limit to how powerful you can truly be now. There used to be when I would be involved with narcissists, they'd only ever let me get so high vibrationally. I mean, you're only as high vibrationally as your weakest link. And I'd be energetically attached to all these people who were narcissists. You think they're going to let me be powerful? Hell no! They're going to tell me things subconsciously, telepathically, and even verbally, things like, you'll actually never amount to anything, Jenna. No, that's not how it works. You don't make money like that. You don't throw cards and make money. That's stupid. Or nobody would like you because of your body size. Or nobody likes you at all. Bull fucking shit. I'm so over it. I'm so over the deception of these liars, these narcissistic people. I'm just over it. I'm over it. And it's like, if they want to say that I'm a certain way, let them say it. At the end of the day, anybody who hears someone come against me, they have a choice to make. Either you believe it or you don't. either you see that I'm actually a good person and like you believe in like what your intuition is telling you, or you think that I'm a Jezebel spirit, a Satan worshiper, and a demon. Like, it's up to you. And that's the good part about being either hated or loved. It's never the middle ground. There is never a middle ground. Starseed. You're either freaking hated or you're loved. I hate to tell you this. Okay. I hate to tell you. It's like polar opposites, okay? Either people hate you and want you dead, or you're really loved and secretly even talked about, given accolades, and sometimes it kind of sucks that it all has to be secretive. Sometimes I wish people would just come out and say like, no, I'm in love with her. I love her. But I'm controversial and I'm loud. And I don't blame them for not saying it, but man, I'm waiting for that day, that day when somebody I love and I'm in love with equally says out loud, like, no, I am so in love with her. Like, I can't live without her. I can't even breathe without her. I need her in my life. And anybody that's got a problem with it, you could take it up with the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. That's what I'm waiting for. It'll happen one day, I think. I don't know. Orlando Bloom, I'm looking at you. Call me. But yeah, I think I'm just too controversial for people, I'm just waiting for the one that I'm not controversial for. And they're like, bring the controversy. Like, Jenna is so amazing. Bring the fucking controversy. And you know what's crazy is like the more I say that I'm okay with the controversy that I am, and the more I step into my authenticity, it's going to reflect in the 3D with people saying that same thing. Like, no, I actually am in love with her. I absolutely love her. I think that she stands for truth, and I think that it's amazing. If I'm fearless, other people have to be. Mirroring that back. That's how it works, guys. The law of assumption. Like, you are attracting people who are also fearless. They would stand up and say something like, it's horseshit how you're treating her. I don't stand for it. I think it's bullshit. Okay. And I think you should fuck yourself. So I can't wait. I can't wait for that day. Yeah. I don't know. I guess maybe because I've never had anybody defend me ever in my life, that I'm ready for that. I want that so bad. I defend me, but man, it would be so nice to have somebody else. Like, I've never heard it before. I've never heard somebody passionately out loud speak about how they love me ever. It's kind of sad, actually. I've always been the one that is just people are embarrassed by, or I'm always the secret. Like, I have to always be the secret. I don't know. One day it'll be so cool to have somebody be like, no, you know what? Fuck that. She's amazing. And that's it. The way she talks about demons, amazing. The way she talks about angels, amazing. The way that she speaks at all, amazing. I'm just waiting for it, The universe is going to conspire in my favor to do that for me very soon, but I've never been defended, ever. I mean, by invisible forces like Archangel Michael, yeah. Myself, yeah. But I've never had anybody double down on their love for me before. Like to the point where they'll even lose friends, or they will be excommunicated from a church, or they have to quit their job because everybody like hates them now there. And you know what I mean? Like, I've never had that. Somebody willing to risk it all to say that they love me. And it's kind of sad, but that's the truth. So I guess I just have to be the one to say that. When I make videos like this, like live streams like this, talking about demons and crazy shit like that, I have to be okay with the weird, But then maybe one day somebody else could be okay with that weird and it won't feel weird anymore, So I'm just ready for that. And I know that you all are ready for that too. Like, you guys are just so beautiful, This is a group of starseeds, and I know it. I read for starseeds, and I channel messages for the chosen ones, you know? You guys deserve to have somebody who would fight for you every single day. And that's going to be you. You're fighting for you. When you fight, the universe fights on your behalf too, but you have to fight first. I think it'd be really cool to one day, like, I don't know, just the feeling that I feel that I would feel, you know? It's almost like when they say live in the wish fulfilled. I sometimes imagine what it would be like to hear somebody be like, nah, fuck you. She's amazing. And you don't want me here? Bye. Like, I've never seen that before, and I just thought that would be so fun. Oh, yeah. So refreshing, you know? Yeah. I guess that's why I'm alone at the end of the world by myself in a freaking 700 square foot box. I don't even have a pet. I mean, it's like I'm all by myself, and you know, it's been that way my whole life, really. Nobody was willing to risk their ego to like somebody like me, you know? So anyway, I'm controversial, and it is what it is. I'm just a walking controversy. But I'm going to meet somebody one day, and they're going to be like, fuck it. I love controversy. 55 on the clock. Look at that. Big changes. Orlando Bloom, call me. How long has that been there? Look, it's going to happen. It's going to happen one day. People are going to, well, I don't know, hopefully love me. Maybe one day. That would be really great. But right now, a lot of people hate me. I'm just getting so excited because when that guy apologized for photoshopping a beard on my face, he apologized. He's like, I'm so sorry I did that to you. In front of everybody. I'm thinking to myself, that's birds before land, man. That is about to happen. People are going to be happy to be associated with me for the first time in my life. Even my family was embarrassed by me. I remember when I went to my sister's son's birthday party. I was there talking about with a girl that I knew. I hadn't talked to her in like 5 years or something. It's ever since my sister got married. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. How are you? How are you? And she was like telling me about her husband that they can't conceive. And I was like, wait, what do you mean? You're gonna get pregnant. And I knew it without a shadow of doubt. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you are going to have children. I was like, dude, all I see around you is kids. Like, I don't understand what you're talking about. She's like, well, the doctor told us that we can't, and it's, you know, it is what it is. And so I'm just enjoying my life. And I'm like, okay, but like, stop saying that you're not gonna have kids. You literally are gonna have children. As soon as I said that, my sister came running from the barbecue. She came running at me. And she was like, no. You don't talk to her. You don't talk to her. No. My sister was so embarrassed of my psychic gifts. She was so embarrassed that I was talking about her ancestors and like how to even heal like fertility issues and stuff. She was so embarrassed by me. And so my sister dragged me away from her. She's like, no, not Jenna. No, anybody else. Go talk to anybody else in front of the whole party. And it was like, it was really devastating for me at a soul level to know that I was really never accepted in my own family. But ironically enough, a couple weeks later, my mom called me and she was like, do you remember that girl that you were talking to at the party? And I was like, yeah. She's like, turns out she was pregnant when you were talking to her. You don't fucking say. Really? People have always been afraid of me. Like, they're either afraid of the truth that I speak because it's really going to offend the shit out of them, or they're offended by just, I don't know, the fact that they have to leave everybody behind to be friends with me, you know? Look, if I went to God to get to me, anyone has to go to God to get to me. I had to leave everybody behind. Even like my whole family. Like, that is the requirement. That is it. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. The requirement to be with me is you have to leave everything behind that is hurting you. Sorry. And if you don't want to, totally cool. I'll just be alone in a box for the next 50 years with like 4 dozen cats. I'm cool with that. But it would be nice to just know that someone is like willing to like leave it all, you know? Leave all the fake, all the narcissists, leave their ego behind, their pride, their entitlement, their reputation even. Like, it'd be cool. Yeah. It'd be cool. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen one day. Hopefully Orlando Bloom. I mean, I did find out recently though that Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry are like a thing, so kind of devastated. Kind of really put a wrench in my plans, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna continue scripting it, right? Anyway, I see it also clearly now that like there are some people willing to risk everything for love and some that aren't willing to give it a go at all. And I'm done. I'm done caring about people that don't care about me, you know? So one day, I feel like so many of us starseeds, it's just, there's gonna be that, like that feeling like, oh my God, this person for real, legit would leave everything behind for me. For love. Like they wouldn't even care that they're gossiped about. They wouldn't even care that they have to lose friends. They'd be like, okay, fucking bring it. You know? Enemies in the enemy camp. You're sleeping with the enemy. Like, they'd be like, good riddance. Bye. Bye. That's what they'd say. That's what Orlando Bloom would say to me. Anyway. Cool beans was a great chat. Thanks for listening, guys. I think I'm basically done because it's been a long time me talking to myself. So yeah, I think I'm done. Yeah, I think I'm done. Anyway, the demons though, they're gone. They're gone. Like that shit is not even gonna take hold. You know, it's not. It's like I'm too powerful. Like man, I'm not even afraid of my power anymore. I used to be. But again, I only used to be afraid of my power because narcissists would convince me that having power was wrong. Of course, duh. Duh. They have a lot to lose if you know that you're a fucking Energizer bunny and you can just go and go and go and go and heal yourself and heal every day and not need to give energy to them. Like, duh. So, anyway. Great chat. Had a great time, guys. Loved it. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Spirit, can you tell me more about the whole, like, demon thing? Like, what was that about? I feel like I needed to learn something, you know? And I think, oh my God, truth, yeah. See, look, truth. I needed to learn the truth. That I used to, when I was a Christian, I would put so much stock in the name Jesus, right? But technically, the way that I was taught it in religion was, Jesus is a man. So I was worshiping a false idol, you know? There was this white version of Jesus, Americanized version that was in my mind's eye, right? And every time I'd be like, well, he's gonna save me, he's gonna save me. Like, at the end of the day, it's no different than thinking any man in my life would save me. And that really steals your power. That zaps your power. That takes away your divinity by saying like some other guy is going to be able to come in and rescue you. Nah. No, you rescue you, right? You rescue you, and then you meet other people who have rescued themselves. Just imagine the energy you can conserve with not trying to be everybody's mother. Right? Everybody's free healer. Like, just imagine the world, right? When you actually meet people who give a shit about their psychic health And they don't run to you for like freebies all the time, like entitlement. So anyway, any other message, Spirit, that we have today? Yeah, one other thing that I've been getting a couple days now, lighten your load, that a lot of you are feeling like overly compassionate towards those that have a heavy heart, right? And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, because, you know, you have empathy and it's a sweet thing. It's so kind that you are like a human being with emotions, you know? But this is where it pays to know thyself, because in a typical day, I'd say 85% of my day is pretty happy. I mean, normally I'm pretty content in my own energy, about 85% of the day, I would say. But there's like this guilt that a lot of us feel for letting people be sad on their own and not caring about it. And I know that sounds so bitchy, right? I know, but that's exactly where guilt gets you. And guilt is a very low vibration. That shit keeps you trapped. So it's like, okay, there are 8 billion people on the planet, a lot of them sad and depressed, and I'm not. Like, should I feel guilt about that? Same with being in love. Like, if I'm in love and there's a whole bunch of cynical people that aren't, should I feel guilt enough to break up? Fuck no. And that's exactly what a lot of you are realizing right now. Like, you're allowed to feel happy despite others feeling sad. You know? But if you take on their sadness, that's fine. But you need to realize that if it's not yours, it's not your sadness. And as an empath, you're taking it on. That's your decision. Your decision is to be at a low vibrational state. You're willingly choosing that. And it's probably out of fear. Fear that somebody will be like, wow, must be nice. Must be so nice that you get to be happy when I'm sad. You're just afraid. You're just afraid. And that's the truth. You're afraid. Clarity. Oof. I don't know who needed that message, because it was quite random. But anyway, somebody needed to hear it. A lot of us are so scared to have a clear mind and a full heart, right? To be content and happy, even at rock bottom, even when you have $12 to your name, right? Like a big societal problem is being happy when you don't have much, because it triggers people who do have a lot, and they're miserable. So it's going to make them bitter and hateful towards you. But it's not your problem. It's not your problem anymore. And I'm feeling that very strongly for somebody in here. I don't know who you are, but it's not your problem anymore. Let it go. Let it go. Or at least stop bitching that you don't have cool people around you. Because you're taking on somebody else's darkness, and then you're bitching and moaning about people not wanting to be around you. Like, the fuck? Nobody wants to be around it. Especially happy people. Okay? People who are content in their own energy. They don't want to be around you because you're taking on other people's bullshit and you don't see anything wrong with it. So stop bitching and moaning that you don't have friends. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'll talk to you guys probably sometime in the future. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I love you. I'll talk to you.